Okay, and we're live, and we have our Class O division of our MEBC Thanksgiving Tournament. Finals happening right now. It's between Dennis Paul versus Darwin Bernadaz. And they just broke off. And this is the first wrap of the final game. They're playing even, race to seven. The winner of this match takes it all, and the trophy and the prize money. Hey, good evening. Good evening to our viewers. This is the final match of the MEBC Thanksgiving Invitational Tournament Class O Division. This match is between Dennis Po and Darwin Bernadaz. We have this is a no handicapping match. Dennis Po, wearing the black shirt, and having invisible hair. Darwin Bernadaz playing with a cap. The first rack was won by Dennis Po, convincingly running out the balls, and it looks as if he's poised to run out the remaining set of balls right now. Okay, he has the four, which is relatively at the center of the table. Contemplating what to do with the white, may choose to draw towards the five and hopefully, or maybe hit the five, or maybe play the five, the bottom right corner of your screen. Okay, he hit it at that, but he hit it a little bit too thick to make that four. Okay, so leaving Darwin Bernadaz a shot on the four. He may, I think he's going below the eight ball. Okay, going below the eight ball, bouncing towards the side rail and crossing that center table for the five ball towards the top right corner pocket. Maybe he could play, maybe just bounce off the side rail and play the same pocket, the sixth ball. He didn't want to leave himself near that cushion, but he should still be able to make this ball. And just like that, he makes the ball. And this looks like a rack that he should win. Okay, he fell short going towards that eight ball, and now he's contemplating to play a safe, maybe. Okay, so I think he was initially playing that eight ball, going bouncing off. Okay, now he's playing the cue ball to hide it using the nine as a blocking ball. But I think, okay, I really do think that he should play the eight ball, bounce it off the bottom rail, send it towards the side rail, and place his cue ball just. Okay, he decided to play that cue ball, and wow, it stopped just over the pocket, leaving Dennis for a shot towards the eight and maybe a chance to run out this rack, going 2 points, okay, two racks to none for Darwin Bernadaz. Using check side, deciding to take this nine ball towards that side pocket. He can roll forward or he can choose to stop the ball or stun. He decided to stun. Okay, that was a stun forward shot. Okay, and again, making that 10 ball, the score is now 2-0.
Kanina nga bago kami maglaro, lamig din ako.
Hey, we have here beside me in this commentary booth our one of our semifinalists. Okay, so second runner-up, we have JR David. Pare ko, halika rito. Interview tayo ng konti. So, kumusta? Kumusta yung naging laro ninyo ni Dennis po? Ano nangyari at ah, siya ay nagwagi laban sa iyo?
Good evening sa lahat. Talagang si Dennis po, walang binibitawan na masamang tira. Ang galing niya talaga, promise. Kanina iniilagan ko si Ogame, nakalusot ako. Tapos dito kay Dennis po, ang hirap talaga, quality shot. Grabe.
Eh, ganun na lang talaga ang respeto nito ni JR David kay Dennis po. But nonetheless, brother, maganda ang nilaro mo. Pinakita mo. Although you came up short, pero 'di ba muntik na rin kasi hindi na rin malayo yung score ninyo ni Dennis, 7-5 'yun.
Yes sir, tama. Nag 7-5. Nag-expect ako na bibitaw siya pero hindi na siya bumitaw. Diniretso na niya. Talagang iba dunong ng ano.
Mukhang matibay nga ang pinakita nga doon ni Dennis po. Talagang inubos, hindi rin niya binitawan kahit na mahirap yata yung isang tinira niya nung patapos na. Bulada siya, 'di ba? Nandoon yata sa ibabaw ng sa ibabaw ng 9 ba o ng 10. Ayun. So, marami rin naman talagang experience din si Dennis po sa mga laban at saka sa paglalaro ng mga tournament. Mahahalata din sa laro niya.
Oh, marami. Yung alam mo yung mga napakahirap na tira. Parang ano lang, ginagawa niya lang na sinisimplihan na lang niya yung tira para hindi na masyadong sumablay or magka-error. Ganun yung ginagawa niyang focus sa laban. Magaling siya. Magaling.
Ayun. Pero magaling ka rin, brother. And congratulations sa'yo. Muntik na. Konti na lang. Okay, so ganun talaga dito sa laro ng bilyar, meron na nanalo, meron na tatalo, and meron pa rin naman tayong next time. Hindi naman din talaga, it's all for the spirit of competition, di ba? So salamat sa paglahok dito. See you again next time, brother.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Maraming salamat din. Salamat.
There you have it. One of our semifinalists, Jer David, unfortunately losing over Dennis Po, who played really good in that second semifinals. Okay, so hindi ko nga lang na-cover yon because they were at table 2 and we're currently covering table 1. So we covered the match between Raji Patalinhog and Darwin Bernadaz, which went the distance. So it went hill, and unfortunately Raji making a mistake at the end and giving that match to Darwin Bernadez, now playing here in the final against Dennis Po. Okay, now we have a 2-0 lead for Dennis against Darwin, and the rack doesn't look to be an easy rack. It looks as if Darwin is playing a safe here, gonna use a number of balls as blockers. Didn't want to hit that 5, but okay, it looks as if he leaves Dennis. Okay, a cut on the 1. Gonna play again using those balls as blockers, the 8, the 10, the 5. Okay, and there you have it. A safety shot. Okay, so Darwin playing a kick shot towards the 1. Unfortunately, scratching, and he also made the 1. Now that changes things for this rack. Dennis no longer has to play a preparation going towards the 2. Now he has ball in hand, shooting the 2. All he has to work for now is having good position for the 3, and it looks as if he's playing the 3 on the right side corner pocket of your screen. Contemplating how many, okay, the amount of spin and which part of that rail. Okay, decides to draw. Okay, he really does play it differently than what I had imagined. Okay, so I guess that was Dennis Paul's comfort shot, playing draw towards, okay, that shot. He, after making this 5 and holding for the 6th ball on the top right corner pocket, this looks like, again, this would look like a rack that Dennis Paul should run out. Hey, malamig dito. Hey, so leaving himself, okay, an angle which goes away from the six. He can choose to roll forward and use check side in order to prevent the cue ball from going away from the six. Once it hits the top rail, see, he used that inside spin in order to go towards the six once the cue ball hit the top rail. That was a good shot from Dennis Po. Now it's just a matter of choice where he decides to take the seven. Maybe it looks as if he's taking the seven towards the side pocket. And, well, if he thought about the side pocket, then he hit that too soft. Okay, this doesn't look to be a difficult shot when you look at the image, but still a cut shot, a long shot, and, well, making it look easy. Dennis Po really making it look easy. And what do we have here? Overcutting the nine. That was surprising from Dennis Po. Not exactly a shot that you would expect Dennis to miss. And this should bring Darwin within 1 point of Dennis' score. There you have it. 10 ball down, Darwin with 1 point. Dennis with two. Okay, so again, welcome back, our viewers. This is Aris Almario doing the commentary for this final match between Dennis Po and Darwin Bernadaz. Okay, this match is being held right now here in Plaza, Cainta. Okay, we are having our tournament, which is MEBC Thanksgiving Invitational Tournament. It's the first tournament that we've had ever since the lockdown happened. Okay, and right now we have Dennis Po up by 1 point against Darwin Bernadez. This is a race to seven. A race to seven. The score is 2-1 in favor of Dennis Po. Okay. At this point, Darwin Bernadez has ball in hand. He's contemplating what to do with his cue ball. Since the two ball and the 10 ball are stuck together and there's no obvious pocket for this two to be made, it looks as if he's drawing his cue ball, trying to break up that cluster between the 10 and the 2, and he's successfully breaking those two balls apart. Now this looks as if he has a shot towards that bottom left corner pocket, but he will play safe because he saw no value in making that two ball because of the layout of the tree. Dennis, I believe, is on foul one, so if he neglects to hit this cue ball or this two ball, okay, barely he barely missed that. Okay, giving Darwin Bernadaz an open layout right now, going to tie that match to a piece. Yeah, I can't see any problems that he would encounter here, except that for the five, I think he needs to take this five on the right side pocket, okay, on your screen, or he can choose to take that side pocket on the corner pocket beside the 10 ball if it does pass. So he's inspecting it right now. So choosing which pocket he would like to take that 5 ball, and since he saw that it passes beside the 10, but rather he decides to take it towards the side pocket. He, he was obliged to go around down table, back up table to take that 6 on the side pocket. And after making this 6, just draw a bit towards the center pocket. He may take that 7 on the top right corner pocket, and it's just a matter of preference where he takes this 8 ball, and finally he'll make that 10 ball on the nearest corner pocket. Decides to draw. Wow, that's a lot of nerves for Darwin Bernadaz. So mahirap yung tirang yon for you to draw straight back. Now the score is two apiece. It's rack number 5 for the final match between Dennis Po and Darwin Bernadez. This is Class O division of MEBC Invitational Thanksgiving Tournament. Happening here now at Plaza, Cainta.
Gusto ko nga kumain eh. Kain mo na ako.
Dennis Po taking a CR break.
Ang lamig lang eh. Hindi pa tayo ng pwestong lamig.
Wala naman yung bang pwestuhan eh. Doon. Kaya lang may di pa tayo.
Diyan o yung mesa na yun.
Decides to take a comfort room break. Maybe he's washing away his bad luck or just trying to regain his focus moving forward in this match. In Darwin Bernadez to break
Eh,
on the left. Okay. Not making any ball. Okay, so the rules are no golden breaks and you may rack your own. Okay, so kanya-kanyang taya dito. Wala tayong golden break. So in the event that the 10 ball is spotted, it should be, if the 10 ball was made during the break, it shall be respotted on the foot spot. Okay, with this rack, I think Darwin is gonna draw this two ball Okay, make it in the side pocket and leave himself a decent angle. He didn't want to hit that nine though. Now with this layout, it looks as if he's taking that four corner, that four ball. Hey, as I was saying, he was supposed to take that four ball towards that side pocket on the right. So he didn't want to go behind the six or the eight. So I guess that's a bit of adrenaline for Darwin. Still can see this four ball, but I don't think it would be an easy shot. He makes the four in the intended pocket, though he didn't want to hit that five. Okay, he kissed that five and sent it going towards that side rail, not leaving him an easy shot. Okay, so mukhang babanatan na to ni Darwin Bernadaz at kukunin niya tong 5 na to sa dulo. Okay, dito sa bottom right corner pocket, it looks as if he's gonna take this 5. Okay, and he does so again. That's a that's a brilliant shot from Darwin Bernadez. Wow. Poised to take this rack. Okay, going 3, possibly 4 rails in preparation for the 7. Now he didn't want to get straight to the 7. It looks as if he has enough angle. Okay, it looks as if he has enough angle to get towards that 8. Oh no, he didn't want to hit that. Okay, so I think he used a little too much spin and it deflected. And well, if Dennis wins this rack, that's too bad for Darwin Bernadez. He had the chance, okay, to go one rack ahead of Dennis, take the lead. So too bad. Dennis opted for a safety here, a simple save, and the safety battle continues. Okay, it doesn't look like Dennis can see the 7 who now is going after his jump stick. Okay, a jump shot. Okay, it's almost certain that Dennis can hit the 7, but making it, hey, we're not sure about that. But if he does make it, his cue ball will travel 1, 2, maybe 3 rails. Okay, so he hit that thick. And, well, if it's his night, looks to be his night, he's lucky he didn't leave Darwin an obvious shot on the 7, not giving him any kind of shot. Okay, the only thing that he can see here, if based on what he did there as a gesture, is to, okay, he calls the bank. He's banking the 7 towards the top right corner pocket. If he makes this, he has an, oh no, he didn't mean to scratch though. He now, with the layout of this balls, this looks like a rack which Dennis can run out to his. Dennis Paul leaving himself an angle on the 8 ball. Gonna use 2 rails to get to the center of the table to take the 9. Okay, on the opposite bottom left corner pocket. Okay, depending on the angle that he's left himself here on the 9, I think he's drawing towards that side rail and bouncing off towards the middle of the table to take that 10 ball. Okay, that 10 ball on the nearest corner pocket, the top left corner pocket, and he will um, take this rack. and go ahead one rack of Darwin Bernadaz score. The score is now 3, Dennis Po, Darwin Bernadaz 2. Ang lamig. Grabe ang lamig dito mga guys. It's like nasa Baguio ka. After this finals match, we'll be having matches for groups Class A and Class B and C. So yung finals and or semifinals matches nila, we'll also be holding it and streaming it live here. Okay, here in MEBC Thanksgiving Invitational Tournament at Q Plaza. Okay, so I'll be hosting the live stream right now. Okay, we have here Chief, our ever reliable security personnel, helping out, racking the balls. Okay, so it's with these kind of people that we are very thankful. The staff of Q Plaza who have been very accommodating to us, members of MEBC. So they were really kind enough to give us enough resources to work with, even though there are certain restrictions. They still accommodated us as if hey, we were more than just regular or walk-in customers. So again, shout out to them, staff of Q Plaza Billiard and Bowling Hall. Okay, so Dennis made a ball on the break here, and but he doesn't have a direct shot to make the one. Okay, so the balls are fairly scattered. The first person who gets to shoot directly on the one ball should be able to run out this rack. Okay, so he opted to push out. He pushed up table, not exactly leaving Darwin Bernadez enough of a shot, okay, to make the one. But it looks as if he's playing a safe and didn't want to hit the six though. If had he hit that one and sent it left of the six, baka tagu yung bola. Wouldn't have given Dennis po enough to see the one. So, but with this, Dennis has an open shot on the one, though it's a long shot. I think making this one. There we have Alex Nepomuceno. Alis na kayo pare? Ingat. Sige. Invite namin kayo next time. Okay, decides to take the one and doesn't make it, but doesn't exactly leave. Then Darwin Bernadez an open shot. Okay, now Darwin Bernadez is looking to take that one towards that top right corner pocket, making this one ball will send his cue ball 1, 2, maybe 3 rails. Okay, inside that kitchen. So, and the good thing about this shot is if he does miss it, doesn't leave Dennis Po a shot. And here we are. Okay, slightly or partially hooked by the seven. Okay, so Dennis Po has can partially see this. Okay, there's no scratch on that shot, but leaves Darwin Bernadez a shot on the one ball towards that side pocket. Now it looks as if Darwin Bernadez is poised to take this rack down. Didn't intend to hit that eight though. Still has a shot, a bank shot, if I may, or maybe a cut shot. No, decides to bank that four. That was a great shot. Now all he has to do is just be on the right side of the following balls. Take note, he's taking that seven ball. If I'm correct, he's taking that seven ball on that side pocket, the right side pocket, going three rails towards that eight ball. So siguro ang gagawin niya dito is he's gonna use side rail, top rail, side rail, going towards the center, back to the center of the table. He may choose to okay he may use left spin rather to bring his cue ball. Okay, there you go. He's using left spin to bring his cue ball back to the center of this table. Okay, so far so good. So he needs to stretch a bit. He's off to get his extension. So this shot, making this eight ball, automatically brings him towards the center, leaving him a straight in shot to the nine, and possibly once he makes that nine, taking that 10 ball on the right side pocket of your screen. Okay, decides to go under, bringing it, bringing the cue ball to a spot where he has to draw, stun draw towards that side rail, and possibly taking that 10 ball on the side pocket. So, mukhang hahatake niya to, tampal hatak papunta sa side rail. Oh no, I did not expect him to miss that ball. That was supposed to be the ball to bring him even with Dennis' score. Now Dennis has a chance to go 2 points ahead of Darwin Bernadaz again in this match. Okay, slightly overhitting that shot. Okay, this is not a formality. This is by no means an easy cut towards the side pocket. There's always the danger of sending that cue ball towards the bottom right corner pocket, but Dennis Po can make decides to hit it striking it with authority by avoiding the scratch in the process. With that, Dennis goes to 4 points. He's now past the halfway mark of his total number of racks to win. Hey, and he avoided that scratch on the side, but his cue ball was kicked back into that side pocket, and unfortunately leaving ball in hand for Darwin Bernadez for this rack. Now the only problem I can see with this rack is the four ball, which is situated just beside, just beside that eight ball, doesn't exactly leave him an easy shot. It's not about the shot that makes it difficult, but it's about getting preparation for the shot, making that four, which is difficult. Okay, if Darwin Bernardes has enough angle to bring his cue ball, okay, to a spot where he can make the four, but at this point it looks as if he's left himself with a shot for a safety. Okay, decides to play a stop shot using the eight as a blocker, sending that four ball, okay, 1, 2, 3 rails up table, just above that foot spot. Okay, playing a two rail kick shot towards the four. That's a good shot there. And okay, he leaves Darwin a long shot on the four. Okay, making that four on the top right corner pocket doesn't exactly give him position for the five, so it looks as if that he's playing safe. Okay, he calls it though. So he's playing this for Darwin is mad. Wow. And there you have it. He is mad. Pucha. Oh, excuse me for the language. Okay, so malupit yung tirang yun, nilaban niya yun. Okay, for him to shoot it that way, okay, that was okay, a shot that didn't offer too much reward. So if had he made that shot and still he made the shot, he hit the 10, didn't offer him position. Had he missed that shot, he might have sold out, and Dennis would have been running out again. But he made it, and now he played a good save, not leaving Dennis a direct hit to the five. Okay, for Dennis, this is too close of a shot for him to jump. So decides he elects to go one rail kick towards the five. Okay, almost making that five ball in the side pocket doesn't leave Darwin a direct path to a pocket to make this five. Okay, another safety, maybe using the nine as a blocking ball. Okay, so hits that six and leaves Dennis a safe. Okay, okay, Dennis going for his jump stick. Okay, kicking is not exactly sure, but it looks as if that the kick doesn't offer too much. So this might give him more of a chance to get away or be safe. Okay, okay, he fouled there. Wasn't exactly. I think he lacked the leverage in shooting that ball. So medyo masyadong malapit yung plangketa niya para makakuha siya ng enough buwelo. Kaya hindi na niya nakuhang patalunin yung bolang yun. Okay, so again, Darwin Bernadaz again poised to make this rack, barring any unforeseen circumstances. It's all a matter of preference where he decides to take this eight ball. He may choose to take this eight ball on the bottom left corner pocket or maybe on the side pocket. It just depends on where he lands after he makes the seven ball. Hey, with that, making the seven ball using the bridge. Okay, he rolls forward, leaving himself. Hey, not exactly a very difficult shot, but nonetheless, it's a cut shot looking away from that corner pocket and makes it. What a shot from Darwin Bernadez. Now poised to take this rack, maybe using two rails going towards the 10, and there you have it. Okay, for an easy 10 ball. Should draw within 1 point of Dennis Poe. Again, for those viewers, yung mga ngayon, this is MEBC Thanksgiving Invitational Tournament. Okay, and it's not exactly the first tournament that we'll be having. It's not exactly the last that we'll be having after the pandemic. We can continue with our regular schedule of tournaments. Okay, this is the final match between Dennis Po and Darwin Bernadez of Class O division. Okay, they're playing with no handicap, even. Darwin Bernadaz to break. The score is 4-3 in favor of Dennis Po. And with that, okay, almost popping the cue ball out of the table. Dennis Po leaving this table for Dennis Po with no obvious shot. Playing safe but not getting there though. Leaving a shot for the two. Curiously, the four and the eight are in the same spot as they were last rack. So yan din yung kanyang pwesto kanina. 8 and the 4. Where Darwin played a stop shot as a safety. So Darwin misses that one ball. Doesn't exactly leave Dennis a shot. So the safety battle continues. Okay, there's an easy one rail kick shot here. Okay, he tried to make that ball, but he doesn't apparently. Okay, I don't see. Okay, there's a safety here, but it looks as if Darwin is planning to take on this one towards that right corner pocket. Doesn't want to hit that five. Okay, doesn't make it because he caught it a bit thin than he expected. Doesn't leave Dennis on direct hit on the one, so he's playing a kick shot. He hits it, but okay, and luckily he leaves himself with a safety. Okay, and Darwin doesn't have again a direct shot towards the one. Has to use at least two rails in order to hit this one. This kick shot make is difficult not because of the layout of the one, but because there's the 10 ball, okay, which kind of obstructs the position, the easy kick for the one ball. So there you have it. Dennis has ball in hand. Darwin Bernadaz fails to hit that one, and it looks as if Dennis plans to play a three foul strategy over Darwin. Okay, Dennis Po, also known as the Transporter in Sharks 9 Ball Showdown, going against Darwin Bernadez, also known as the Assassin, also in Sharks 9 Ball Showdown. So both of these players are Sharks 9 Ball Showdown players, and they're also at the top of their game. So sila ang ilan sa pinakamalulupit at magagaling sa Sharks. They're battling it out here at the final match of Class O division of MEBC Thanksgiving Invitational Tournament. Okay, so it's our first tournament of MEBC just after the pandemic happened. So ito yung pinaka kauna-unahan naming tournament na hinost ulit. Okay, so hindi pa naman siguradong balikan na, but it's good to be back at least for the meantime. Okay, so that's a second foul. Okay, a second foul on Darwin Bernadez. Okay, so another foul would mean a loss of game or a loss of rack for Darwin. So I think Dennis would play a stop shot. Okay, he'll bank the one up table. He'll bank the one up table and leave his cue ball just behind this two ball and hope that he doesn't leave a direct kick shot towards the one. And there you have it. He He wisely placed that cue ball, okay, stuck on the two, and I personally don't see a clear path except for that bottom rail, side rail, top rail, a three rail kick using the bridge, which is a really difficult shot to make. So the odds of Dennis winning this rack are pretty high. Okay, but Darwin has a shot here. Okay, he sees it. Top rail, side rail, and foul three on Darwin's part. And Dennis goes up to 5 wins to 3 wins. Okay, so we have here Dennis racking his own on his own because it's rack your own. The rules are rack your own, so each player has to put on his own rack. Unless, of course, they decide to have somebody do the rack for them. Okay, Dennis will be breaking for his sixth point. So earlier, he played lights out in the semifinal match. If I'm not mistaken, he broke and ran out twice during that match. There you have it. He didn't really have control over that cue ball, and he somehow makes the four. Leaves him a shot, okay, a cut shot towards the bottom left corner pocket of this table. He's playing the shot, okay, and makes it, leaves himself a shot towards that side pocket. And this looks like a rack that Dennis might run out, barring any unforeseen circumstances, any errors that he may make. Decides to stop the cue ball and take that cut shot for the five. Looks as if he's using two rails. Okay, just one rail rather. Gonna draw his cue ball back to the center of the table and take that seven, bottom right corner of the pocket, and just leave himself a decent shot on the 10. No need to be perfect here. See? So he may draw his cue ball. There's no reason, there's no need to be perfect in shooting this 10. Just make sure to bring your cue ball closer to that 10 ball. Okay, this will do. This will do. Okay, so more often, whenever we try to put too much on the cue ball because we would like to get perfect position, we often end up overhitting a certain shot. So this and too bad that was supposed to be a break and run out for Dennis Paul. Well, tinira mo lahat except dun sa money ball. Too bad for him. Darwin Bernadaz to break now. He's the score is now 5-4. Dennis leading. Okay, still. Okay, so still no balls made on Darwin's break, and that's too bad for him. Okay. We also saw movement with that from that 10 ball. Normally the 10 ball stays the center of the rack. Okay, Dennis looking to play a safe, maybe using the 3 and the 9 as blocking balls. Okay, so if he hits a 9, that would be a safe, but he doesn't. So leaves a shot for the 1. And now it looks as if Darwin is going to play a safety by stopping that cue ball just beside the 10 ball and sending that 1 ball. Okay, not it. Okay, he got there. That was a close call. Dennis is able to hit this with a kick shot. See, he hit that hard because he had the intent of sending that cue ball down table, sending that 1 ball down table and leaving that cue ball just somewhere around the area of the 4, maybe using the 4 as a blocker, but he failed to do so. Now he left Darwin with a shot on the 1 towards that bottom right corner pocket. Hey, so he made that. Hey, okay, so he's planning to draw towards the center of the table, leaving himself a shot on the tree. I think he didn't get there though. Okay, and aside from that, he left himself hampered by the 6 ball. Okay, he's gonna be forced to play a safety now. Maybe okay, so maybe playing a kick shot or maybe playing a cross back. Okay, there you have a cross bank using the 6 as a blocker, the 10 as a blocker, and I think he didn't get there. Okay, he left Dennis that window between the 6 and the 10. So that's very unfortunate having those number of balls, like 4 balls to use as blockers, but it does happen in pool, always leaving a window for your opponent to hit that object ball. Okay, calling the top left corner pocket, playing a kick shot, or rather a bank shot, and doesn't leave a straight in shot for Darwin Bernadaz. So he opt to play rail first. Now, assuming he makes this ball, which he does, will leave him a shot on the 4 if okay. So he does have a shot on the 4. It's a thin cut shot, and the cue ball will be going towards the bottom part of the table, and that should be enough for him to have position for the 5 ball in the side pocket. Hey, didn't see that happening though. Hitting the 8 ball, the 6 ball. Okay, and now this looks like a rack for Darwin Bernardes to win against Dennis Pro. Now it's just a matter of preference how he plans. Okay, so he stun draw, puts stun draw on the cue ball and decides to take the 7. Okay, and decides to roll the 7 forward, and now playing this 8, this corner pocket. I envision him taking that 10 towards the side pocket. Okay, three rails or two rails rather. Okay, somehow Dennis and Darwin always overhits this kind of shot. So lagi napapasobra, no? So I expect him to make this. And there you have it. We have five racks apiece. Hey, the score is tied at 5-all. Darwin Bernadaz breaking. This is the final of the Class O Division MEBC Invitational Thanksgiving Tournament. Held here at Q Plaza Cainta. This is Arisel Mario, your host. Okay, so I'm the one doing the live streaming right now, and this is both for documentary and sharing purposes only. Okay, so this is the final match of Class O division. We also have the Class A and Class B and C division of this tournament, which we can also do live later after this match has been concluded. Okay, so Darwin Bernadez to break for his sixth point. Makes okay, that was a better break for Darwin. Now, though he doesn't have a straight in shot or a straightforward shot for the one. It's better than not having any shot at all. So pwede naman siya mag-safety rito. Maybe he can use this 4. Okay, so he's planning to thin that one, send that cue ball up table. Maybe using the 3 as a blocker. Okay, and okay, that kiss on that 5 ball. That kiss on that 5 ball just helped Dennis get a glimpse or have made him able to see this one ball and possibly play a safety shot as well. Okay, hits it. Okay, and there you go. That was a great shot from Dennis Po. Okay, carrying that two ball, bouncing off slightly off the rail, and just to cover enough of that cue ball to see that one goal. Hey, that was a swerve kick shot from Darwin. Hey, Dennis can play a safety here by playing a stop shot on the one ball, sending that one ball down table, and there you have it. Hey, maybe using the 3 as a blocker, but more importantly, having Darwin not having a full glimpse of that cue ball. Okay, so this is a difficult shot not because of the distance, but because he doesn't have enough of the cue ball to hit. So he can't hit low, he can't hit right because of that 5 ball. Okay, playing a safety, not exactly the best safety. He would have opted for a better safety, but with that distance and with that limitation restriction, he chose the easier save. Okay, if he gets this behind the 9, okay, but he doesn't. Now, Darwin doesn't exactly have a shot here, or does he? Okay, that's what I was trying to say. He does have a shot. Now, with that great shot on the one, okay, avoiding those balls that we have on the up table. He has a clear shot on the 2. And possibly if he gets position for the 5 ball, the only problem left here is for him to get position from the 4 to the 5. So that would depend on how he would land on the 3 to the 4 and to the 5, because pocketing the 5 is not exactly his main concern here, but it's about getting the correct position and making the fight and getting back to the 6 ball. So pag nakuha niya yung 6 ball dito, nakuha niya yung 5 dito na maganda at ma-prepare niya yung 6, more or less tapos na. But he doesn't want to be straight here on the 4. Okay, depending on how much his cue ball will slide going towards that six ball, doon natin malalaman. Kasi syempre, if you're drawing this far and drawing this hard, tendency is the cue ball will slide a little bit to the right or maybe to the left of your screen and possibly sa likod ng six. So, kailangan dito medyo touchy. Okay, he missed the four thick. That was a poor effort from Dennis Po there. I wasn't but even if he did sell out this four ball, okay, so see Darwin is checking out how much of the five or how much room he needs in order to make this five using inside spin and going around back for the six. Let's see. Okay, I think this is just enough for Darwin to make the five. He'll be using inside spin. If he gets this five rail first, there's a possibility that he may scratch towards this bottom right corner pocket. So ang maganda dito sakto sabay. If he gets the five first, kung sakto to, namasin niya ng tama, okay, there's the next possibility is maybe a scratch on the side pocket going back towards the six, and there you have it. Saktong sakto, napakaganda. But this won't reach, okay, short side of the six. From what I'm seeing from Darwin, mukhang ilalaban na niya to. He's playing this. Okay? He's been shooting every difficult shot that I can see right now. But it looks as if he's playing safe using the nine as a blocking ball. And oh, unfortunately, he hit the point. The six hit the point, but not sure if he left Dennis a straight in or a straightforward shot towards the six. Okay, from the looks of Dennis, I think he can't see the six. Okay. Well, that was a bit lucky for Darwin hitting the point, not leaving a shot for the six, but that's how the game goes. Balls rolling in your favor. Okay, that's a good hit, but now this table is open for Darwin Bernadaz to run out for the hill. He decides to go side rail, side rail. Gandang tira yan. Side rail, back just towards the center of the table to take that seven on that corner pocket. So it looks as if he's playing that seven on that corner pocket, and he will take that nine ball in the same pocket as well. No, he killed it. He killed it. Hindi ko rin masabi exactly kung yung mga anong plano nila, but now, okay, I think he's drawing towards that side rail and back out for the 10 on the opposite corner pocket. See, he's drawing, and I somehow it's either he lacked backspin, okay, but from his point of view, I think he's able to make that 10 ball in the corner pocket. There you have it, and barely missing that scratch. There you have it, guys. Darwin Bernadez now on the hill against Dennis Po. This is Darwin Bernadez' last break. Okay, and I know he's hoping that he makes a ball and runs out from here for the championship. Darwin Bernadez down 2 racks now, leading 1 rack and on the hill. Leaves it dry for Dennis Po. A lucky shot for Dennis Po. Okay, had he made that one, he would have scratched his cue ball. Now he's calling the 8 ball. Okay, 2 to the 8 combination and makes it. Okay, somehow he got a good roll there with the lay of this ball. It looks as if he may tie this game up and for a hill match for the final match of the night for Class O division. No reason to go below that 10 ball or above the 10 ball. He can choose to draw just back to the center, leave himself with an angle. Okay, so that's wise. Okay, this is good enough for him to bounce off one rail and take the 7 on the opposite corner pocket. And we have a mental breakdown here from Dennis Po. So it didn't look as if he had enough height to reach that shot. So what he did was, I think he was holding the end of his cue and leaves this for Darwin Bernadez to run, okay, to run the remaining 4 balls of the rack. Too bad. He had it though for a decision heel match. Okay, and with this, I see no reason for Darwin Bernadez to lose this match. A little more excitement there by hitting the 9 ball, and with that 9 ball towards the side pocket, Dennis concedes, and we have a champion, Class O division, Darwin Bernadez. Congratulations, Darwin the Assassin Bernadez, our champion for Class O division, MEBC Thanksgiving Invitational Tournament. Hey, congratulations, Darwin Bernadez. Congratulations, Dennis Po, for finishing second, finishing first runner-up in this Class O Division Tournament. So mabigat ang linya, mabigat ang lineup ng mga players ngayong araw na to. But, hey, there you have it. We have our winners. Hey, congratulations, Darwin Bernadez. Okay, ayan sila, congrats na. And also, congratulations to Dennis. Awarding will be done very soon. Again, to our viewers, thank you very much for being here, for supporting us. And that was the final match of the Class O division of MEBC Invitational Tournament. Again, sa susunod po, pag nakapag-live po kami, tangkilikin niyo po, makinood po tayo ulit. Maraming salamat at God bless. Good night. Mamayang konti, baka stream po namin yung Class A Division naman at saka Class B Division. So, um, stay tuned.